1530 or 1500, none of the modern things that you see here, apart a few that were manufactured by Chinese, existed. It means when the European came in Africa, there was no aeroplane.
Yes.
There was no light. There was no electricity. There was no cars. There was no tire road.
There was no media.
There was no media. There was nothing. Now, they enslaved Africans for centuries to finance and build their progress. Slavery, colonization, and apartheid was not for fun. You understand?
So do you want to say African contributed to?
Africans built, did not contribute only. The Africans, that means the Africans are the reason those things exist. That means Africans built it. You understand? So it is contribution gonna be like we just contributed. No, we are the center of those things because we were enslaved to build the entire progress. It means if you enslave people at gunpoint, like they did us, and you built yourself a big house like that house there, if the police arrest you, they're gonna give that house to your victim. You know that, right? Because they built it. So European entire progress is the result of our pain, our death, our suffering. And today, that I just explained to you that the rule is still going on. We are still financing the progress and development. That's why they keep us locked out. That's why France bombed Ivory Coast in 2011. That's why France is occupying Central African Republic right now. That's why President Gbagbo is locked up in Europe from Ivory Coast because he was opposing France. That's why Mugabe has been the most demonized in the world. That's why anybody that African that stand up against European terrorism is demonized. So slavery, colonization, apartheid was only so that we build the progress. We finance it, we built it because we looted our people. They looted millions of our people and stole Africans and took to America, to Europe, to the Caribbean, everywhere to develop their life. You understand? They use us here to develop their life. They use our natural resources. They use our livestock. They use our domestic animals. They use every capability we had as a material and ourselves to address them. And today still we're financing them because I
also think the most important thing is idea. So those guys, they came with lots of the ideas which make up how Africa look like today. Because if, for instance, the union building here, if it were maybe during the African rule, we were not going to have such a building.
But if you go to China, you find building bigger than this. Why do you think?
I think Chinese are more wiser than.
But why don't you think European copied this from China? Because guns that the European used to terrorize the whole Africa is a Chinese invention. Chinese created gunpowder, gun, first cannon, first grenade. Chinese are the origin.
If we turn the debate to European versus other.
No, I'm telling you that your perception that they brought a lot of idea is not right because.
But even the laws in South Africa are brought by the Europeans.
But for your information, any society.
Not necessarily that the Europeans were the originator of those laws. They get them maybe from the Romans.
No. Every society has a law. You know what is a law? A law is what people in a society have, like, this is acceptable, this is not acceptable.
Yeah, set of rules.
Set of rules.
Human conducts.
And that means every society has laws. We had our laws. What they have done is they have destroyed our laws and imposed this. Because when you are a slave, you understand? When you are under captivity, they do to you whatever they want. So So just to tell you that they did not bring nothing good to us. And those laws are actually oppressive to us. Laws like apartheid laws, you understand? They were only oppressive to us. So actually, your perception that they brought positivity is just an illusion. It is not real, because we know apartheid laws were oppressive. We know slavery laws were very cruel, you understand? And
no, when I say law, I'm not referring maybe to apartheid.
No,
laws,
but
like how the courts.
No, but the thing is, which court send the freedom fighters to be hanged or to jail? It's not the court. So if you're talking about a court that were used for oppression, so it is only law for oppression. And for your information, so that means your perception that they brought law is an illusion. We had law here, like every. So
no,
they
our
said,
law are not applicable in our courts here, like the customary laws.
But they're not applicable because we are not free, like I told you. We remain under European rule. Like I told you, if we were under African rule, everything will be based on African value and interest. And for your information, culture and language and society develop. That means your culture can develop. You understand? Everything can develop. That means the European were never like this in 1430. From 1430.
Oh, that's why I said they brought civilization and globalization.
No.
And it's then that you are developed because of that.
We are developed where? Because we are the poorest of the poor. We are the most ignorant in the world. We don't even know our true history. We just know what they tell us, and we live in total system of poverty and a lot of diseases. We don't manufacture nothing. So which development we have? We Africans have no development. There is nothing that we manufacture for our own. So which development are you talking about? It is theirs. And remember, when they came here, they did not have all the progress they have today. It is through slavery, colonization, and apartheid that they could finance that development. And then you spoke about the idea.
Yes.
You spoke about the idea that they brought a lot of idea. Come on,
and
you
that's
want
where development starts from ideas.
No. These
if
people.
You look to most of the top people who are known in the world of innovations.
But they are known. They are known because they're ruling us. Do you know a lot of top Chinese scientists? You don't know about top Chinese scientists because Chinese don't have rule over us. Do you know top Japanese scientists? Or do you know top Indian scientists? We only know about European scientists because Europeans have a rule over us. But the scientists that made guns, go on internet, search who created guns, gunpowder. You will not hear people speaking about the scientists, the Chinese scientists that made guns, because Chinese don't have rule over us. We only know what the Europeans want us to know. That's why your brain is knowing about European stuff. Actually, we Africans know more about European stuff than we know about ourselves. Do you know that? Will you agree that we know more about European stuff than we know about our own stuff? Do you know that?
Yes, I think so.
So it is already a crime for them to have the
kind. I think that's beneficial to us, because if we know more about us, we don't have that things that can embrace it.
But what is the beneficial among us when our life expectancy is very low? We die very young. We die many life expectancy in Africa is 35. We don't manufacture anything. Even our food security is totally in the hands. Our medical security, like medical things we need to cure ourselves, is not dependent. So we are totally dependent. So which beneficial you're speaking about? The only you can only be beneficial, right? You can only benefiting if you are now self-reliant on basic like food. You understand? But if you are totally dependent on other people and those people are still using you like machines, it means you are not benefiting. You are just being used, and there is an illusion that you are benefiting. And speaking about idea, in 1500, did the European have the idea of internet?
I also want to ask a question. Can you say the Europeans' advent here in Africa was a downfall of Africa, or was
European presence of arrival in Africa and presence has totally destroyed Africa and is the reason we are so much backward, because countries like China, Iran, Japan are developed not because they created everything that they have there. It's because they have been independent for a while. You understand? China remained independent, and they could finance the development. We have been owned for more than 500 years up to this very day. That's why we can't make progress. People that are dominated like we are dominated, right? Like I told you, in all spheres of our life, you can't make progress. You are just owned. It means they have destroyed us, are send us backward, and are locking us up backward. Because even our thinking, is influenced by them. That's why, have you noticed that most Africans view European as superior?
Yeah, that's
a reality. And if you start seeing your oppressors or other human beings,
but I don't think that's a problem to see them as superior.
It's a
coming up with superior things.
No,
that's a fact.
If you
what can we do about it? Like, here in Africa, there are lots of minerals, but we have nothing to do with it. So they come and take it and produce things which are beneficial to us. But those minerals that we have, you can find the entire community here, maybe around South Africa, sitting on top of the gold underneath them. But the Europeans will come and tell them that beneath you there is minerals. Okay. And you can use it.
Okay.
To do things.
Now, you agree with me that when Europeans came in Africa, they did not have all the technology they have today. All this progress was not here. You agree with me, right?
Yes.
So when they arrived here, they were not developed. They were not wealthy and rich. Right? Now they use us to finance and build the progress.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that
let me just
ideas.
No, let me no. Enslaving people is not idea, it's a crime.
No, I'm referring when you say
enslaving. If you have idea, they had nothing. It means what I'm trying to say is the progress that came is just triggered by so many slaves they have that they can push to the extreme. You understand? It means they had so many slaves that they can use them like machine to the extreme. And because they push them to extreme, there are breakthroughs that are made. You understand? And each breakthrough that is made is collected by them. It becomes their property. Because, like I told you, in